Rabotai, how does the first letter of the Torah, David, the first letter of the Torah, what does it start with? Bet. What's the last letter of the Torah end with? Who knows? Albert? Lamed. What does Lamed and Bet spell? Lib. The whole Torah, you have to understand something in life. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to see how you serve Him, not just to serve Him, not to just to do His mitzvot. He wants to see what's in your heart. Now, you can't be, one time I had a relative, a very far relative of mine. It was like a very, very far. This person was off. She was about 78 years old, and I was about 17 years old. Okay, she came to my house. And she pulled up in the driveway out on Shabbat. Rabbi, we're in the middle of a video. Yeah, Mechila. Says she pulled up in the driveway on Shabbat. So I'm 17. I'm looking at her. I'm saying, "Excuse me, I love you and all, but at the end of the day, you can't violate Shabbat." She tells me, "Excuse me." She looks at me. Of course, I was young and this that. She tells me. She says. She says, "I'm a cardiac Jew." She said, "I'm a cardiac." What's a cardiac? I said, "What?" She said, "I don't practice, but at the end of the day, in my heart, I love Judaism." What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, cardiac Jew? Kadosh Baruch Hu says, "Listen, it's not just the heart. It's first of all, you have to do what the Torah tells you to do." It's the heart and soul. There's no such thing. I violate Shabbat. I'm hardy. There's also big Gehinam. I think in Shamayim after 120. Oh yeah, you know what? I was a Jew at heart. Azab Baruch, but you violated all the mitzvot. What does that mean? No, I was a Jew at heart. Azab Baruch. Where do you think they're going to send you? What do you think they're going to send you after 120? I don't understand. Haz v'shalom. But at the end of the day, the Torah does say live. Right? The beginning is bet. The last is lamed. That's the live. Who wants to see the way you do things. Is your heart with the doing or not? And the Gemara brings two examples. There was one fellow that gave his father the best steak. You ever hear of it? What is that? What is that cake? What is that, David? That steak? No, not the surprise steak. They massage the cow. What are you talking about? Wagyu. He gives his father Wagyu meat. He gives his father the best meat. The father's cutting it, this, that. Says this guy, he gave that meat. He says he's going to have to suffer punishment. He says, what? How's he suffering punishment? He gave his thing. He says, because the way he did it was, his father said, where'd you get this meat from? Eat, just eat that. You're lucky I got it for you, just eat. Says, that's, David, 1 minute. Says, that's the way you talk to your dad, just eat that? That's the way you do that? Hashem says, even though you did a good deed, but inside you were rotten. The deed that you do has to be good within and without as well. You understand? For example, there was another guy. He said to his father, "Dad, work the mill." So imagine he tells his father, "Work the mill." So you look at that action like, "Oh my goodness, what is that?" And it says this guy gets schar in Gan Eden. He says, "Why does he get schar in Gan Eden? What did he do?" He's telling his father to work the mill. He says, "No, because you know why? There was a message sent that his father had to work the army. He had to be drafted in the army." So he says that. Now the army men are going to come and they're going to see you working, so they're going to see you busy. But I'm going to tell them I'm going to go instead of you. So therefore, when you're busy over here, I'm going to take your spot in the army and I'll work 1,000,000 times more in the army. You see, his heart and his deed was together at one. You hear what I'm saying? So a guy gives charity. You have two people giving charity. One guy gives. Don't get me wrong, he's going to get reward. You gave, you're going to get reward. No question about it. But it's the way that you give. Are you giving with kol halev? Are you giving it with your heart? Oh, he hit me up. Oh, I got to give him. Oh, I'm embarrassed if I don't give him. Oh, I'm so excited that I can help this guy. How do you give charity? Oh, I'm so excited that I can help the guy. Oh, man, I had to get it. Here you go. The reward is 1,000,000 times difference between the two. And therefore, a person has to know when he's doing any mitzvah, whatever he's doing, Hashem wants the emotions part of the ma'aseh. He wants the emotions part of it. And with that, it says in the Gemara, in Hagigah Yerushalmi, it says, Rahmana li bai bai. HaKadosh Baruch Hu does want the heart. Hashem does want your heart. But how does He want your heart? He wants your heart totally to Him, meaning to say, with the good deeds that you're actually doing. And when you do that, of course, you build a connection with Borei Olam, and that is a great zechut that we should all have.